Are you ready to level up your live stream or maybe get your live stream going for the first time? Well, whether or not you're a church that's just looking to stream your service on things like YouTube and Facebook, or maybe you're trying to host a ministry Q&A or something of that sort, Restream is going to be a powerful solution for you to check out. And here's the thing is that it's affordable. So check it out. There's a link in the description, but I'm going to show you how to set it up here today. Hey, but stick around till the very end. I'm going to give you guys a free list of all of the gear we use every single Sunday at our church to go live, so don't miss that. Well, first off, let's talk about Restream and how it is a game changer, right? Our church used to just stream to YouTube. We went through a season of just streaming to Facebook Live, and we even trying to have two different streams going at the same time, which caused a lot of problems, as you may have experienced yourself or are experiencing right now. But it's a game changer there, and I'm going to show you how we set this up. So we're going to go into, open up our Safari browser, Chrome, whatever you use, restream.io. Once we log in here, right, it's going to take us to our homepage. These are all past streams that you can see, right? We've used all these for our church service. And then what we're going to do, I mean, just going over some of these things, you can see drafts if you have any drafts, scheduled if you have other live streams scheduled to go live, it would be here, or we can see all of them at once. Now, past streams, Restream does capture it in a recording there on online, so you can always get that recording if you need it. Video storage, you can see, right, recordings. It's got two of our recordings. They do expire, so you got to get those quickly if you want to use those. We found that recording in 4K on our cameras is better than using that, so, but it's a good backup for sure. And then we got our channels there that we can add to it. You can see that I have a few of my channels, right? The Ministry Hacks, my personal Facebook page, and then we have our church accounts as well. And we can stream to all of those at one time. We just have the basic package here, as you'll see. Let me show you. And here's the plans just real quick. So we just have the standard plan. Like I said, we just have the basic plan. It's $16 a month. They're yearly, or if you do month to month, it's actually $19 a month. So I encourage you, if you can budget $190, get that. Usually around Black Friday, they just had a deal where it was 50% off for the whole year. So around Black Friday, try to seal that deal. So come November, be watching for that deal on Restream or other streaming platforms and save yourself some money there, especially if you're on a tight budget as we are. But so we got our standard plan. We can multi-stream on 5 channels, as you can see there. We can cross-platform chat with that. What that means is that we can see every message from YouTube and Facebook in one chat bot or chat box, and then we can actually respond to that and when we respond, it will go to both platforms as well, which is awesome. We can see the stream health monitor, live analytics, how many people are watching, how much watch time, all that stuff. Restream Studio, should you be interested in that. This is better for a Q&A format, I'll admit, not really for a live stream church service, but it could work well for that as well. No Restream watermark. You can have your own logos, graphics, and upload and stream. You can upload a pre-recorded video, so something you've already edited. Now in the standard version, it's only up to 30 minutes, so that's not very much, at least not for a church service, but maybe for something that's going to be obviously under 30 minutes, it could work. We got 5 video slots, 500 megabytes per video, so it's not going to be 4K. 4K is not going to be much for 500 megabits. But anyways, you got other plans too, professional plans. You get more channels, you get some more data there for your videos. But you can check that out on your own time, but it's a great thing. So anyways, to set this up real quick, we're just going to go new stream right here. You're going to get these options, Restream Studio. That's a built-in interface within Restream on its own website there. You can play with that, stream directly from your browser. Then you got other ones, video or playlist. So we upload a recording, right? Record audio and video without going live. So maybe you just want to record it and capture it so that you can edit it later for your church or your YouTube channel. But what we're going to choose here today is Encoder RTMP. So you can even read go live from OBS, Zoom, vMix, etc. So whether or not you use OBS, maybe you use Zoom, maybe you use vMix, maybe you use something else, right? This is going to work. So we're going to click on that, and then it will take us to this. So this kind of pops up everything. Here's our stream key. This is the URL, right? That's going to be the basic for everyone. Your stream key is going to be personal for you. Don't share that with other people. But then we're going to go here. You'll see you can add a channel in, update titles. But what we want to do, so right now, the time of filming this, it's Saturday night. We're going to schedule our stream for tomorrow morning, Sunday, 9:30 a.m. So that when it's 9:30, it's going live on Facebook, it's going live on YouTube. Not only that, it's going to also put out an event on Facebook and YouTube after we're done scheduling it here. So check it out. We're going to hit schedule. We're going to add a title to our event name. Now, what I'm going to title it, you don't have to do this, but what we do for our church service live stream, we put the sermon title, the scripture that we're going to cover, and then like the date, like, hey, it's going to be January 26th of 2025. So tomorrow's sermon title is A Season for Everything. And we're going to do Ecclesiastes 3. It's verse 1 through 22. And it is January 26th, 2025. All right. And so we got the title. All right. It doesn't have to be that. You could put anything you want. You could put Sunday service. Any of that will work, right? But we want to make sure the date's set. So don't just hit next without doing all of these things. We want to set the date tomorrow, 26th. When do we want to go live? 9:30 a.m. Now just be aware of this, that this time zone right here. So say you're in a different time zone setting this up. You're in an airport. This happened to me once. I was in the airport flying back on a Saturday, setting up our live stream while I was waiting for my plane. And I didn't realize, but it was in mountain time, which is an hour behind. And so that when it went live on Sunday, it was actually an hour difference there. So just be aware of that. So this is good for us though. So this is the time zone we're in, Central Time, 9:30 a.m. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a thumbnail. And I'm going to show you real quick how we can make a thumbnail real quick and easy using Canva. So Canva, awesome, powerful app if you're not using it yet. So you can see here on my screen, I've already created this, but let me just recreate it for you and show you just how easy it is. So we can go in here. What do you want to create, right? So this will be empty. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in YouTube thumbnail, and then I'll have this pop up. This is already sized for us. So this canvas is already good to go. And then what we can do real easy. So say you have a word in mind. So for me, seasons, right? We can put that in. You're going to get all of these little preset templates that we can use and start building off of. Now, I have something else in mind, as you saw earlier, and I just want some trees, right? I want some trees, and then I kind of look through here. What I'm looking for is some more pine tree-esque. Now, what we could also do, go to backgrounds, search trees, and we'll get some other pictures as well. I kind of like this one. Looks a little, I don't know, maybe AI or too edited. There we go. I'm digging this. All right, you can see this other picture that I had, which is nice too. But anyways, we got our background. All right, so let's just say we're working with that. You can use whatever you want. You can drop in your own picture. If you had a picture on the desktop here, just drag and drop it, boom, resize it. You could do all those good things. Now, I like to keep it a little more quick, basic, easy. So we're gonna go next. We need to add some captions, some words to this thumbnail. We're gonna click text, and then you're gonna get these options. We're gonna hit title, and we're gonna put in our message title, A Season for Everything. All right. So then that one's going to have its own little default text. And now what we're using for this series is this text, Anton. All right, we're going to make this bigger. Because remember, this is a thumbnail, right? It's not going to be, if someone's scrolling on a phone, if it's too small, they're not going to be able to read it. So we were going for readability. All right, so a season for everything. We're going to put a subtitle, Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 through 22. All right, and then I like this one to be Open Sands. There we go. All right, and then the last thing I like to do, edit the picture. So click on the picture, edit right here at the top. And you got these adjustments here. And what I like to mess with is the brightness. I like to just take it down a little bit so that the text pops out at people so they can really clearly see it. And so there we go. And that looks pretty good. A season for everything. Double check your spelling. Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 22. All right, we're good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to click share. We're going to go to download right here. All of this should be preset because we chose the YouTube thumbnail, but if it's not, make sure it's PNG size 1280 by 720. And we don't need to check any of these, but we're going to download. And takes a few seconds, pretty quick, pretty easy. It'll ask you to title that. And so it'll just be that. We're going to go to the downloads folder, format, boom, save. All right, we are done with Canva. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Restream, right? We're going to go to this thumbnail part, upload image. There's one from last time, but there we go. A season for everything. Click upload, and you'll see it'll ask you if you want to crop it. Boom, that looks good already. And we're good to go. Now that's what people will see on YouTube and Facebook when they're looking at either the event or the live stream when it's going live. Now the last thing that we want to do, we want to add a description here, right? It says optional, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it, add a little bit of flair if someone's interested. Well, what's this about? They're reading it tonight or tomorrow morning, just want to see. We want to add a little bit of a description. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to use a little bit of AI here. So we're going to open up ChatGPT. All right, it says we can ask it anything. All right, help write a live stream description for my church live stream on YouTube and Facebook Live that is titled A Season for Everything, which covers Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 22, focusing on and then what we can add in here, just a little something I like to do, make sure the description is SEO optimized. So that's search engine optimization, optimized for better search results. All right, and then you can add other things in here, add relevant hashtags to be easily found. And we can add some information. ChatGPT doesn't know who we are. This is for Fervent Church in Hutto, Texas. And our live stream is at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. And let's see what we get. Enter. Boom. All right. All right, you can see just a few seconds, typing in a couple sentences there, we got a description. So let's see what it says here, right? It's got a little emoji, says, join us live, a season for everything, Fervent Church. Welcome to Fervent Church in Hutto, Texas. We're so glad you're here. This Sunday, we're diving into Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 22, exploring the profound truth that there is a season for everything and a time for every purpose under heaven. Seasons come and go, but God's timing and purpose remain constant. What you'll learn, how to embrace life's changing seasons with faith, faith, the biblical wisdom behind understanding God's timing, practical encouragement for trusting God through transitions. Then it gives us these nice little things. When, Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, where, live on YouTube and Facebook. Don't miss this message of hope and encouragement. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube or follow us on Facebook to stay connected and never miss a service. Invite a friend and let's worship together. Now, I like that, all right? So what I don't like about it, now, if we were doing this, what I like to do is add a little more context to this, right? I'll give it more of my sermon in more kind of bullet points. This is what it's going to be about, and this is what we will cover, and then it'll have more specific what you'll learn, right? Right now, it's just spitting out something it thinks that we're going to talk about, and these aren't always going to be accurate or good. Some of these are all right. How to embrace life's changing seasons with faith. I like that because we will talk about that. The biblical wisdom behind understanding God's timing. I like it. We'll talk about that. Practical encouragement for trusting God through transitions. That's not bad either. So this is pretty good. And then we got some other stuff down here. It says worship music, encouraging message, community prayer. If those are things that you have in your service, you could have that, right? We got a bunch of hashtags, fervent church, because that's who we are. Ecclesiastes, that's what we're teaching. Season for everything, Bible study, Christian community, Sunday service. And you can get the picture there, right? So it's got some hopefully relevant hashtags there for people to just stumble upon us when they're typing in things in YouTube, right? I want a Bible study on Ecclesiastes, right? We got Bible study, Ecclesiastes. Hopefully that will hit and will come up in that search result. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Need prayer? Reach out. We're here for you. Join the live stream now and be reminded that God's plan is perfect no matter the season. So there we go. All right. So I think it's pretty good. And we're going to copy Command C, copy. We're going to go back over to Restream. We're going to pop it in here, but we're going to make some adjustments because, again, I didn't want all of that. All right, so that's pretty good. I like what we got going here. And so now we're going to go next. And this is where we're going to go and select the channels that it's going to go live on, right? And so you can add your channels here, add new ones. I'll show you what you can do, right? YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, LinkedIn, Kick, Instagram, X, TikTok Live, Rumble, and you see the list goes on, right? There's a lot of them here. Amazon Live even down here if you're interested in something like that. Selling things is usually what that's for. But anyways, you get the picture. And so anyways, you got those options. And what we're going to do, I want this to go live on our church YouTube right there. And I want it to go live on our church Facebook page. So we're going to select those, make sure, again, the date's right. Tomorrow, January 6th, 26th, at 9:30 a.m. That looks good. And then we're going to hit save, all right? And right now, it's creating an event on YouTube, and then it's also creating an event on Facebook. And I'll show you that in just a second, how it sets up. There's a few minor things that we like to tweak, but I'll show you that when we get there. If you're interested in Restream, check out the link in the description below. And then also, if you're interested in some live stream gear, hey, what cameras, lights, microphones do you recommend? Check out the links below as well for some of that. All right, so now we got everything set up for the most part, right? There's an event on YouTube. Let me show you. All right, we're going to go to YouTube. All right, and you can see, look, see, this is my channel. There it is. It's got our description in there. We got our hashtags. So I'm going to show you guys a few things that I do. Maybe this will be helpful for you. But once we have that YouTube link created in the YouTube event, all right, we're going to go into our YouTube and we're going to find that video. We're going to go to content. Live is where that video will live. It's going to be upcoming. You can see that Restream created that event there, as we mentioned earlier. But a couple things that we like to do, you don't have to do this, but we like to add to the chat that subscribers only can chat to this, and they have to be a subscriber for a minimum of 5 minutes. Now, why do we do this? Well, because chat bots will come in, people that will want to just come disrupt your service will want to put some things on there, sometimes inappropriate or just not relevant. And so we want to make sure, like, hey, you're committed to this and you've been subscribed for at least 5 minutes before you can comment on our videos. But then we also have some other ones. Live chat replay is not enabled, right? So we don't have that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. So you're going to go hover over this video, and you'll see this little kind of broadcast thing. It's the live control room feature of YouTube. We're going to click on that. And then what we also like to do is we disable DVR so people can't just scrub back and forth. We want to encourage people to get to the live stream when it starts, and when they pop in there, whether they've missed 10 or 20 minutes, is like that's where they're going to pick up, just where anybody else would if they walked into our church during service. And so they can go back and listen to it later, but during the live stream, they're not going to be able to do that. And then make sure that enable auto start, enable auto stop is checked, so that when you go live in OBS, it will automatically go live on YouTube. And when you stop streaming in OBS, it will stop streaming on YouTube as well. Stream latency is another one that you might want to check out. Right, so down here, normal, low, ultra low, it just depends on what kind of stream you're doing. Now, we don't have a lot of audience interaction as far as me as the lead pastor talking with our online audience and reading their comments in real time. So we can put normal latency. This is going to allow us to have better video, less buffering. There's going to be more of a delay from the real-time audience and what the online audience sees, but they're not going to know any different there. It might be a 20-second delay there, but the comments are still going to come through. Now, if we want a little faster response, we can click low latency. We're going to have a better response time when people are chatting live. And then ultra low would be like, hey, if I'm having a live stream right this moment with you, asking you questions, and you're putting questions in the chat, that's what you'd want to use, because you'd get near real-time results there. So just some things to note. And then we're going to go back to Studio. All right, we're going to go find our video. Now I'm going to show you what I do. So we're going to go here. We're going to open up our video. That's not the video. Whoops. We're going to go live here. Open up our video. There we go. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to actually embed this into our website. So how you can do this, right, is that we go to share. There's this embed feature. We're going to copy all of that text there. Just hit copy. All right, but what we're going to do is we're going to embed this onto our website. And so we use Squarespace. If you're not familiar with it, it's a great option as far as building a website, hosting everything there. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this onto our homepage. All right, we're going to go down here. And so on our homepage, we have just a way when people are scrolling through, maybe they're looking for the stream, I can't find it, and they'll go to our website. We'll have it right here. And so this was last week's message, live stream. So we're going to update this, edit, embed data. We're going to just select all of that, and we're going to paste in our new embed code that we got from YouTube, and you can see that it generates that whole picture right there for us. So that's perfect. This button is going to take them to our YouTube channel just in general, so they can watch whatever they want. And then we have this button up here. They can go to our playlist that has this series, our Ecclesiastes studies, all right there. And we have sermon notes as well. That's a different story for a different time. But anyways, we embed that on our homepage, save, make sure that it's applied in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to our Watch Live tab, just in case this is someone's workflow. They're coming in Sunday morning, and instead of scrolling down, they just go to the tab at the top, Watch Live. We're going to go here, and we're going to edit this one as well. We're going to click on it, little pencil, edit, embedded data. We're going to select it all and paste in the new one. You'll see it pops up, save, and we're ready to rock and roll. And then the same is going to be true on Facebook, and you're going to see the event on Facebook. Now, something to note about Facebook is sometimes it won't take the, what do you call it? It won't take the thumbnail, all right? So there's sometimes it just kind of messes up. Okay, we can see we're good here. So here it is, upcoming event. We'll click on it. Let's just make sure everything's there. We got our description. Sometimes there's a little messiness with Facebook, but it looks like it wants to play nice. But every once in a while, it won't have the thumbnail on the event. So just double check it right after you put it in Restream. Check that it has it. You can always just upload it right here on Facebook. Make sure it has your descriptions as well. And then what I like to do in while I'm on Facebook checking it out, there's this little button, invite. I like to go through and invite people that I know come to our church or tune in regularly. And then even sometimes as I'm going through, right, some people God just puts on my heart, like, yeah, just invite them, right? They might not come, they might not tune in, but maybe they do. And so I like to invite some people there, and that's something you can do. And even if you're not the person in control of the Facebook page, even just as your personal account, you can go to the event, go to invite, and you can invite some of your friends and family and coworkers. And that is a very great way, and probably the best way to reach more people is through word of mouth. You and real people actually sharing and spreading this word. And you'll see as people share it, right, your reach and the views on your video, your live stream will exponentially increase. And so anyways, encourage your people to share it out. All right, so we got to take this stream key, right? We're not done yet. So if you tuned out, you're going to miss the most important part. And you'll be like, man, it doesn't work. So what we got to do is we got to go here. We got to take this stream key, this little button here. It's going to copy it. We're going to copy the stream key. Now we're going to go into OBS. Now this is my OBS for this YouTube channel, so it's not going to look like our church live stream would, but you'll see it's still the same. We just got some different videos that are plugged in there. But what we're going to do, we're going to go into settings inside of OBS, and we're going to go to stream. Now what we want to select here is Restream IO, and we're going to click use stream key. We're going to pop that, and we're going to paste it right in. Now before you close this, make sure that you always hit apply. If you make any changes within OBS, always hit apply and then OK so that you can close it out, because it doesn't always save, especially if you make a change and then you go up here and you click it out, it won't save and it's not going to work. All right, so make sure that's all set up. I'm not going to get into OBS and all the settings here today, but there's a lot there, audio, video, make sure all your video is good, output. You can check all that. We have videos about that, so make sure you subscribe and check them out. So now that we have all that, we're going to hit OK, right? And then we can close this. So what we're going to do, we will put this, open our MacBook. It's right over here, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. This is our church streaming MacBook. And so I'm going to open OBS here. I'm going to open Restream. I'm going to take that same stream key, do what I just showed you, put it in there, apply it to make sure that the stream key sticks. Hit OK. I'll close OBS. We'll charge the laptop until tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning, we'll plug everything in, set up our cameras, lights, microphones there, set up our Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro, and then we'll plug it all in and it will be ready to rock and roll. All we got to do is hit start stream and it will go to YouTube and Facebook automatically. It's really awesome. It's beautiful. You should check it out. Again, if you don't have Restream and you want to check it out, go to the link in the description, get it today, start playing around with it, see if it doesn't help elevate your live stream in some way, shape, or form. Of course, there are other options. There's StreamYard out there and a number of others, but check them out and find one that works for you. All right, so in closing, now that you know how to set up your live stream on Restream, OBS, create a thumbnail, use a little bit of AI even to get creative and get a little more SEO, search engine optimized. Now I want to share with you guys a free list that we have, a free list of all of our gear that we use every single Sunday, from our lights, cameras, microphones, to tripods, to cables, all of it. Go to ministryhacks.com and you'll be able to just put your email in and we'll send that right to your inbox there for free. Check it out there, get some ideas, and it's a budget-friendly list. We're a smaller church, so we understand the struggle. So check it out, though. Hope you're blessed by this. If you like this video, make sure that you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more videos like this, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.